Hey guys, Denise Salcedo here for Nuke the Fridge, and today we're at the Perry House at the Heritage Museum talking to Chris Chacon in honor of Paranormal Activity, the Ghost Dimension. So let me ask you, as an anomalist, why do you do it? I mean, this is a scary job. What is it about this that you really like?
Well, typically, the cases I get are extreme cases around the world. They're the ones that people are extremely traumatized by what they're experiencing. And the only reason I do it now is really to help those people deal with that trauma. At this point, after having done it for almost 30 years, I'm almost burnt out on dealing with these situations. But I think for the most part, you know, it's really to help those people. And that's my number one thing, why I'm involved with it.
So 30 years, you must have seen a lot. What would you say has been the scariest or the most memorable experience you've had?
Wow, you know, it's difficult to find just one because there have been so many, there are literally thousands of cases. I have to lean toward those cases where there's children involved and families, cases of possession, exorcism, or extreme poltergeist type cases where people have been traumatized. In possession cases, often the family is nearby or they're in the other room or they've seen a little bit of what's going on. So you see extreme trauma and the person who's also being affected by it, you know, sometimes their body's been mutilated, and those are the ones that you can't help but, you know, they affect you.
So let me ask you, when movies like Paranormal Activity come out, do studios have you come and like take a look at a production, make sure things are a little bit more accurate to what you see in real life?
Sometimes, usually, you know, I've been asked on a variety of different projects to come on board and do that. It's difficult though sometimes because of the vision involved. You know, we're talking, there's a creative vision and then there's a logical vision to the phenomena. And, you know, they're going to cater more toward what they could pull off creatively. You know, for example, if it's easier to have, you know, sparks of electricity moving instead of fire, then that's what they're going to do. It's a creative choice. You know, I have been asked to do that, but I think for the most part, they always make decisions of what works for the story and what it would be more entertaining to the audience rather than the way the phenomena would really work.
What would you say is the most common paranormal thing that you've seen throughout your career?
The most common paranormal, well, you know, it's, you have to say that every single case I've been on is different. In fact, every single case is as unique and different as the people involved. It's almost like sunset snowflakes, which is much more serene than the phenomena is. You know, the situations are dynamic and different as far as how extreme they are or what they deal with. Even every single poltergeist case and every possession case has subtle differences. So it would be difficult for me to find one common denominator through them all, other than the fact that, you know, when it gets bad and horrific, typically everyone wants to kind of jump ship. And that's when it really gets you know, it gets difficult in trying to huddle everyone together to kind of support whoever it is dealing with the phenomena.
So let me ask you, I'm Hispanic, so would you say that there's different kind of things that you see in cultures related to paranormal activities? Because I know a lot of Hispanics say that they have a ghost in every single house that they go to. Do you have any ideas or comments on that? Yes,
absolutely. The Hispanic aspect is huge. Hispanic myself, and of course, you know, the idea of mythologies like La Llorona, of El Cucuy, and, you know, I've actually had a case in Mexico of a family that was attacked by El Cucuy, and cases of La Llorona that has manifested. So, you know, it's mostly about their interpretation of the phenomena, because I've encountered cases like that in other cultures. It's just that they're putting different names on it, different interpretations of it. The Latin culture actually is very good at embracing it and dealing with it. If you say you have this phenomena in your house, usually Latinos, they're not going to dismiss you, and they're going to actually say, okay, I'll say a prayer for you or something, or, you know, I'll get you a candle you could light, you know, of Our Lady of Guadalupe or something. They don't dismiss it typically. It's more of embracing. Not all cultures do that. Some cultures, it's almost, it's a shame for you to be experiencing it. You better not talk about it. So, you know, there is definitely a cultural element that exists. Different cultures are different, and Latino culture is definitely one that is very connected to any type of paranormal phenomena.
Well, thank you so much, Christopher. That was very interesting. And for everybody else, don't forget to watch Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension, out October 23rd.